Hey there, beautiful souls. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this intuitive love tarot reading was meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for ongoing spiritual guidance. If you've been searching for answers, clarity, or confirmation, this reading may hold the message you've been waiting for. Ready to see what's unfolding? Let's dive in. Hey there, Libra. This is your general intuitive love reading for mid-August. I have asked for blessings for the readings. We're going to just dive right in and we'll see what the cards reveal. Nice energy on this table, Libra. In your clarifiers, you have a lot of wands. You have 4 wands out of 6 clarifiers here. Your main messages are curiosity, consistency, and life partner, which is also very interesting. My guides are telling me that I need to get this message out to whoever needs to hear it. So I just got to put it out there and then they'll let me continue on with the rest of the reading. But they're saying that there's definitely a massive surge of cosmic energy in your partnership sector for the next 4 weeks from when you're seeing this video. So, and you're seeing this reading. So I would just say, jump on that because it's an ideal environment for finding love, especially if you're single. If you are in an existing relationship, it is a great time to take this to a beautiful new level. I feel like regardless, you're sitting there saying, okay, so what's next? Let's shift it. Let's take it up. A shift is going to happen here in relationships for you, in general partnerships, relationships, especially of love nature. That's why I say it's gorgeous energy. Let's dive into the current energies. You have the Curiosity card clarified by the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Well, Libra, that feels exciting. Curiosity asks us to makes us want to learn about somebody else or learn about ourselves more. It makes us actively listen. And that makes us ask some deeper questions, like what's next? I feel like there's a lot of emotional honesty and openness, and definitely something is moving here at fast pace, faster than you expected it to move, which is interesting. There's curiosity there, which suggests a growing interest in a relationship or this relationship. So if you're single and you've just met somebody, I feel like this is growing, this is intriguing. You want to learn more about each other on a deeper level. You are definitely intrigued by somebody maybe who's come across your path. Maybe you haven't even met them yet. You've just seen their face, Okay, I definitely feel like there's something happening, and it's happening rather quickly with this Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands is about momentum. Now, the Eight of Wands can also be about communication, but if that's the case, then it's rapid because there's rapid momentum or rapid communication here. Definitely some kind of movement that's going on. I feel like there are conversations or feelings that are developing here quite quickly. You definitely have the Ace of Cups, which says this is genuine. There is a lot of potential here, a lot of new love energy here, emotional renewal. Okay, feeling very open in your heart. It's like your heart is filling over, the cup is filling over with happiness and being curious and wanting to see where this is going to go next and how quickly it might go somewhere, or just you're just trying to keep up with the pace of how quickly something is going here. Okay, it's beautiful, beautiful energy here. Okay, I feel like this reading is like really straightforward. There's no ambiguity about it in for me in any way, shape, or form. I feel like the messages here are straightforward. It's not like, there's 100 ways to Sunday that, the messages are straightforward that I'm getting. Okay, you are curious. You are ready to see where this can go. You are ready to jump into a relationship if you're single, and you are ready to look, and to look more vigorously if you haven't been looking at all. If you haven't been looking at all, you're sitting there and you're saying, okay, let's get on those social media sites. Let's start putting my profile out there. Let me get out there, back in the saddle, right? Dusting yourself off, ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Let's get there. Let's start. Let's do it, because you are ready. Okay. So when you're ready, that's a big shift too. That's like saying, okay, I'm done and dusted with the old. I'm done and dusted with the doubt. I'm done and dusted with the past, and I'm ready to move forward. So that's a huge shift. And you're saying, okay, what's next? What do I do? How do I get onto these sites? What am I going to do for a date? How am I going to get out there and date? How am I going to get out there and meet somebody? All right. Now, we all have challenges. So let's look at that. In the resistance position, you have the consistency card clarified by the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands, which is very interesting. I feel like your resistance here is concerning steadiness, right? You hope that, if you are in a relationship, or you hope that if you're single and you're ready to meet somebody, that the person you're going to meet or the person that you're with will be consistent, right? Consistency means it's somebody who's dependable, a relationship that's predictable, that whatever comes out of our mouths, those words match the actions of the person, right? That somebody will be there for you in your hour of need, or that you will be there for them in the hour of need. That's part of the consistency. Okay. So I feel like for somebody out there, the resistance is really trying to believe that there will be some kind of consistency, or hoping that some kind of consistency is there, trying not to focus on the negative of it, but being a little cautious because of that, right? And because we become cautious or a little bit defensive sometimes, we put up boundaries around ourselves with that Seven of Wands, and we say, okay, maybe they aren't as consistent, or are they really? Well, I have to protect myself, so I'm going to put myself in protective mode. Okay. Words of wisdom here is don't get overly defensive, my guides are saying. Okay. If you're curious and open about being curious and open about getting to the deeper understanding of who this person is or who that potential person could be, you need to throw off the shackles of defensiveness. You need to be open. You have to have less boundaries when it comes to that. And you know, it's natural to want to put up emotional boundaries for protection. Okay? We always want to protect ourselves. Okay? The Knight of Wands is saying, go get out there, try something new, think outside of the box, go to some place you've never been to before, both physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Okay? The Knight of Wands, though, as I said, you have two wands here, and you have a wand here, and you have a wand here. I mean, this is all about passion. There's lots of chemistry, lots of passion, lots of impulsive energy, perhaps. Okay? But if you are impulsive, then there could be some hot and cold behavior as well. So just keep an eye out for that. But it's saying, you know, you're not going to find your one and only if you are single, unless you're willing to break free of the shackles and, you know, think outside of the box and go somewhere to, you know, someplace you've never been before, which is get outside of your comfort zone. That's what that means. Go outside of your comfort zone. Okay? Maybe literally somebody needs to travel somewhere and experiencing something new, and that's where you will find your one and only. Be curious and open to meeting people maybe from a different culture or a different race or a different what have you, right? Okay, so that is something perhaps for some of you out there. So I really think that, you know, the resistance here is just going to be, you really want somebody who's dependable. You really want somebody who's reliable, someone that, you know, you can be attracted to, but it's easy because you don't need to keep fighting the, you know, the inconsistency or what have you. Okay. So, you know, if you are in a relationship, you might be deeply attracted to somebody, but a bit of a struggle there may be maintaining some kind of stable effort over a long period of time, because maybe this relationship, you obviously want it to go the long haul, right? Okay, so it's important to have passion. Yes, passion is a good thing. It needs to be strong, but consistency, maybe that seems your uncertainty in this period of time. All right, let's get into the outcome. It says life partner, clarified by that King of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Libra, your outcome carries both intensity, but also at the same time transformation. When we decide this person's going to be our life partner, or maybe you're actually getting married for some of you and you actually take the plunge in the next couple of weeks, or you have just said, yep, this is the one for me, and, you know, we'll get married when the timing is right, but for sure this is the one for me. You find that one feeling, okay? You're turning an I into a we, okay? You are certainly in love, or you feel that this is the one. That is a huge transformation, and that is also very intense, okay? The life partner card, it suggests that the potential for this connection is very deep. It's very significant and has long-term implications. King of Wands, that's a confident card. That's a card of confidence. That's a card of attraction. That's a card of decisive energy. So you're saying, yep, decisively, that's the one. You're feeling confident about it. You're feeling great about it. You're feeling like you're seeing the big picture with this person, right? And you're ready to take some strong action toward that relationship. Okay? And you are ready to end anything that has been painful, get rid of the past, move forward with the future with this 10 of Swords here, right? You're no more of the past because you're fully into this transformation of, you know, the new here and moving forward. Okay. Yeah, so great cards. What happens next? Yeah, I would say that too. What's going to happen next? Maybe some of you are going to get married. Some of you are saying, okay, we're going to be together. Let's see where we take this further. Some of you are saying, okay, I'm ready and I'm open to meeting somebody. What's happening next? I feel like this is evolving into something very mature for you, something very lasting, or has a lot of lasting potential if you haven't met the person yet. But I feel like an old version of yourself has transformed or is transforming. An old version of relationships and the way that you conducted your relationships, partnerships, your love connections is changing. That's collapsing for something much healthier, and a much stronger foundation can be built. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. Hope something resonates. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help the channel out, and I really do appreciate your support of this channel. I am truly grateful for your support. It allows me to continue to bring you more readings, and this channel doesn't exist without you. So I'll see you again very soon. And when I do, and until I do, please know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.